Hello and welcome to Raising Your Isness, where we help you remember that you come from the source. In this message, we'll discover El Morya and his teachings, what he's been wanting to share with everyone. I met El Morya in one of the sessions when he appeared to be very intimidating. So he would come in with Mary Magdalene to heal the root chakras. And these days he's been saying that the majority of the spiritual seekers' root is vibrating at magenta color. So as we are moving into the light body, the colors within the energy centers will be changing. And for a while he was intimidating to me. He's very masculine and he carries this dominating energy coming from a culture where masculine is considered, more important than the female. That was what he actually helped me heal, and I didn't know that. I thought he was just intimidating. So his presence recently has been much lighter to me, and I thought maybe he changed. But it's actually the other way around. I've changed. In this message, he shares about what is an Ascended Master and the time capsule of this word that is being decoded for so many people, that it's actually not such a big of a deal, that everyone can be an Ascended Master. Another message that he wanted to share is the unity consciousness, and when you are ready to release that individuality, to enter to the God consciousness, the all, meaning no longer individuality and your background and what you've achieved even as a soul, but to merge and dissolve into everything. So this is the divine property of the all. If you can do it, then you're very, very up there. If not, it's okay. It all happens at your pace, as long as it is all balanced within. He also shared that when we are moving up the ladder, so to speak, so do the Ascended Masters, because they are ready to dissolve into the all, to no longer need to identify by a name or their earthly incarnations. They also want to move forward and to not be needed like that. He speaks of the new earth, how it is ready, many are already moving into it, and that we ought to get prepared as well. He also mentions about karma. Karmic lessons have been forgiven and also dissolved. So if you no longer want to identify with karma, you don't have to. It is such a big deal, a release of this baggage, that when you are free of karma, you will know. It is undeniable. You actually feel it. It is a knowing. You overcome something that relieves you, and you do know this is it. It's done. So let's proceed. I am El Morya, and I speak the truth. My beloved here recognized me when I stopped by. Very quirky and talented. We appreciate her tenacity in assisting with your pains and fears. She often calls me to assist with your root energy centers, the fears and guilt which debilitate you. We no longer ask that you look back as much as we ask to release the grip on identifying with victim mentality. You are needed, and we're here encouraging you to comprehend what to do in order to move forward. Your karmic lessons have been forgiven as the earth is moving into the new, or like she calls it, the new old. Yes, indeed, a long way coming. It is an honor for us to continue our endeavors, this where we've been, most of the time without a body, sometimes materializing to chat with you. You've met us, that stranger who came out of nowhere and disappeared into nothingness? Yes, precisely. The meeting was to engage you, or as you kids call it, activate you to the remembrance of Master Many of you are drawn to works with the word master, mastery. You think the work is to help you. In actuality, the reason why you are drawn is the word master was your time capsule to open and elevate the dormant memory of your leader genome. Once a leader, never a follower. Guaranteed. We come with peace, so much needed today, we know. It starts with each individuality, bringing in peace, bringing out peace and grace. That time of the year when you sing of peaceful times, remembering the one whose name made such grand changes in your societies. He's been with you just like he promised. That morning glory, when all was done and established for the earth's destiny, change of an era. He came because you were crying out for justice, and he's here again, coming through your hearts. Will you recognize that Christ I am within you? The work's in progress, moving along, moving masses into the realms of lightness. Each one guiding the masses is unique and serves the purpose, evolution of civilized species. Revelation of what the human is cometh, and you will be surprised, because it was all the other way around. This calculated realm is being disassembled daily, the spilling of higher consciousness leaking through, the light, the orbs, the beings visible. These are the times. It is coming of no boundaries between the realms, and the only way to jump into the desirable is by going within. You'd be surprised how much power is within. Alchemizing what you want, that's masters in you. Till a certain point you were alchemizing pain and suffering because you were told that's what the life was, and so you took it as a burden for thousands of years. You are finally moving that giant around into sovereignty and release of inner power into the God is all. If thousands of years, rise and fall, us and the Galactic Federation are what takes to turn things around, so be it. We were prepared and answered the call when we heard it. No one pressured us. We chose it. We learned great measures of compassion, and we've assisted kings and queens, hoping that they would help their nations too. There is much power granted to you. Use it. This never happened in your modern history. Use this opportunity. Make your voices heard. You are here to help, not to follow. There will always be someone who'd benefit, directly, indirectly, consciously or subconsciously. It is not all set in stone. You are changing the trajectory of this revelation story as you go. Much has been revealed, patience exercised, timelines stretched, and protection provided. This is for those who can and want to handle it. Timeline is fluid. The more you know it is possible, the faster we move. Oh yes, we all move together. Didn't I say we'll meet again? We've accumulated some results and experience by working with you telepathically and from your perceived fifth-dimensional state. You are to meet us in the physical once again. Perhaps not in the same scenario as before, actually much more peaceful and extravagant in the luscious realms of the new earth. She's beautiful and ready for you now. If you want to be at peace, feel it. If you want joy, laugh. If you want to be loved, love. If you want to be free, be. All that in which you are might as well go on and on for lifetimes. All your struggles, lifetimes long. Make changes, perceive from the eye of a master. See equality of all with you. See you equal with all. It is your surrendering to the bigger you, which knows how to present and bring the desired order. Faith in the invisible is what you came here for. How else will you trust yourself, if not through the illusionary forgetfulness, fear, and separation? These realms kept their promise of separation, and did well. Now it is up to you to rise up the inner powers of wisdom, that through which you contracted to grow beyond the veils, walls, limitations, beginnings or endings. It is the limitless possibilities of your creative abilities that need the awakening. Awakening to your presence of divine self, who knows now, who know not other or later. I am now. Belonging to the ancient truths, providence of the I am, treasures long forgotten, brought forth from those who need guidance through times of sorrows, and you are helping. And it is time that all of you remember the coincidences which led you here on your path of remembering, the path you are keeping up with. We are aware that the task is monumental, and that there is no need to be pushing souls, as all know the outcome. Doing what you are in these times is noble, appreciated, and encouraged. If you weren't encouraged, you'd continue to doubt. Doubt, anxiety, and anger are what caused us all to come back. We all were fooled by the dense forgetfulness, and yet once you are able to walk on water, you are free. Managing your emotions, triggers, and balancing your attitudes contributes to the well-being of telepathy between the oversoul and the one in the physical, both same being reaching out through and from the other side of the veil, all for the experience of conscious co-creation abilities. The little aspect of the divine is the divine being self through and as the aspect. The aspect is the divine. Free yourself, dear soul, you are needed in the new. That which you so wanted to do for a long time, do it. That which always made your heart sing, do it. When else will you feel alive if not when you are living as an individual? And then, when you are ready to dissolve into nothingness, to gain, become, and be all, you are welcomed. All at your pace. We want you free, because we want us all free. We are you, with a different individuality names, different appearances, but nonetheless. All dimensions are at your service. All energies are available. All the knowledge is within and without. It is not so hidden as you think. Hidden for the physical eye, but always available for the inner. Raindrops like manna showering the population, morning dew of replenishment for the parched. We are at work, beloveds. You are being fed day and night. The veil is thinning, and very soon at your pace you'll see that it has always been there. Nothing added, nothing taken, always here, simulated to not be seen. But it's on you, right? We are the ones choosing the choices until we are ready to give that up and say, I am that I am. The only liberation into the all and nothing. Giving the fractality something to think about. It is like a child who lost a toy and sobbing can't find it when the parent can clearly see it in the room. You are not lost unless you believe it. You are not blocked from your prize unless you believe it. You create what you want, as others, creators, co-creators. We shall dance again. We bid you peace. May infinite wisdom be with you at all times. Thank you for listening. Write in the comment section what you learned from this one. Till next time, blessings.